Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Greg, in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Jared McCain is out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Edgecombe in at the 3. Ivy, no one around him. They get it back. Duran lays it up off the glass.
And this team really counts on Duran for exactly that. Securing, misses, and then immediately taking it back up.
Here's McCain. Offline with his 3. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, JB Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Hopefully that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
And Jared McCain's rookie season, Tim, cut short by a meniscus tear in his left knee.
And before the injury, he was the favorite to win Rookie of the Year, Kevin. So he's looking to pick up where he left off and continuing that promising trajectory. Still trying to find their rhythm offensively, just 1 for 4 so far.
Cunningham with it, picked up by Edgecombe. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Oh, good with the triple. 76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. McCain's shot is off.
That's a tough start for them offensively. Now just 1 for 5 from the field. They've got to find their groove.
Ivy passes to Thompson. The kick out to Cunningham. Again, the Pistons score.
Yeah, and I like Cunningham from the mid-range area of the floor. It's the most difficult place for a defense to run extra traffic at you.
Edgecombe with it. He's covered by Thompson. Simmons sets a screen for Edgecombe. And Simmons slams it in.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Harris outside. Here's Cunningham. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. And here's Maxey outside. Cans it from downtown. Maxey's got 5.
And that's just another component of Maxey's game, spacing the floor.
Here's Ivy. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
You could see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win it.
Well, let's see if they can build on that now, because it was a huge confidence booster.
Here's Ivy. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons, looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach JB Bickerstaff said Cade Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key, adding, win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. Thanks a lot, Shams. Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Quinman's checked in, and it's LeVert in for Asar Thompson. On the wing, Hawkins. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
So it's Detroit now. 76ers getting the bucket. And Duran slams it in.
And if Duren decides to go up and try to dunk that, who in this league is going to get in his way?
And here's James outside. The rebound by Ivy. Pass to LeVert. Up to the right wing. For three, hits the three-point bomb.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Here's James. Lets it go with a three. And that one released in time, but no good. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Pistons lead by 3. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Jaime Jaquez actually out there with Quentin Grimes. Then there's Oubre, and it's Walker in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
As the 25th pick back in the 21 draft, Tim, what's enabled Quentin Grimes to really break through here recently?
It's pretty simple, Kevin. It's opportunity. He finally got that chance to be able to be free offensively, to show what his ceiling is, a much larger role offensively. Kind of reminds you of Jamal Murray a little bit, particularly now that he's got the green light.
So he's had the body, had the skills. It was just, as you're saying, the opportunity there to really capitalize.
Absolutely unencumbered on that end of the floor. It's amazing how guys can break through.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. For the Pistons, Tobias Harris is checked in for Paul Reed. Asar Thompson comes in for Holland. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Marcus Sasser. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Jabari Walker.
And he knows how deadly he can be off the dribble. I like the assertiveness Cunningham showed right there.
Jaquez can't hit. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to Oubre. This one for 3. Traps in the tray. Oubre's got 5 points now this quarter.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end. Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's foul number 2 for him.
76ers foul, Tyrese Maxey. Second.
Here's Duren. Pass to LeVert. The kick out to Cunningham. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
Offensive rebound. Oh, what a slam!
Clean that up! Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That is just nasty right there by Duren.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Aiden Ivey, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Simmons comes in for Jaime Jaquez. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Oubre. And Jared McCain subbed in for Quentin Grimes. Here's McCain. Off target with his three. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Yeah, and you expect him to make that one. I'm sure he expects it as well.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds, it moves like he did. Not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Well, we know this about Joel Embiid. When he's healthy, he's an MVP caliber player and one of the toughest matchups in this league.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
76ers moving the ball around. Edgecombe, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
The 76ers again can't hit it. For Detroit, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. 76ers have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Good on the bucket.
Explosive in that painted area. Edgecombe can just rise above any type of resistance.
Pass to Ivy. Harris outside. And he banks in the layup. Harris has got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Snatched up. Here's McCain. Fires the 3. Here's Embiid. The strength of Embiid on display.
Wow, what a smart play. He recognizes the smaller defender on him and takes it right to the rim.
Cunningham for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Tie game in Detroit. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
On the court now with JB Bickerstaff. Coach, as we approach the second half, what's going to be the deciding factor?
Just maintain. I think there were some things defensively that we left on the table where we gave up some cheap ones because we didn't communicate.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting? And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with? And a look back now at the first half, as the Sixers have a tight game on their hands.
You can see their offense flowing tonight, especially in traffic.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Cade Cunningham really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
The wing pair we'll see going is going to be Ivy and Thompson. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. And it's Cunningham in at the point guard position. And that's the group for JB Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
Yeah, Cunningham felt the contact, knew he was going to get a whistle, and now he's going to the line for one more.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21. Last season, his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Cunningham with it. Maxey covering. They grab their own miss. And Duran slams it in. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And here's Maxey outside. It's good from long range. Maxey's got 13.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
That's a 2 from Cunningham. Thompson outside. He tries for 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Embiid with the screen on Thompson. In close, Embiid gets it to fall.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. 90 seconds now into the second half. And here's Harris from the arc.
Defense is one of Simmons' strong suits. He puts his wingspan to work on that.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
And playing with great control, Cunningham is dictating the pace, getting to his spots, and taking it to the defense.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Pistons making a change here. LeVert's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Oubre's checked in. Pistons trail by 6. LeVert with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. LeVert's got 5.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor it.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Robinson's checked in for Detroit. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Ivy with it. Maxey covering. The shot by Thompson, no good. The 76ers leading by 6. Here's McCain. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Here's the 3. Ivy with the bucket. 8 points for him.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Edgecombe tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's LeVert, and he converts the layup. And now it's just a 4-point 76ers lead. 76ers have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great 3rd quarter for them offensively. 3-pointer. The shot that time, not on target. Philadelphia shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Buries it from 3-point range. McCain's got 9 points now in just the second half. In the corner, it's Robinson. Off target from 3-point range. McCain with the ball. 9 points in the game so far.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Philadelphia ahead, up 10. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
It's time.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Pistons trail by 10, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his 5th foul. And some changes here for the 76ers. Edwards comes in for Trendon Watford, and James subbed in for Maxey. Taking a look at the 76ers, Kelly Oubre out there with Edwards. Then there's Quentin Grimes. Then it's James. And it's Jaquez in at the 5 spot. Here's Cunningham, and that one's on target from the wing. Now that's 17 points for Cade Cunningham. Here's James. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Robinson for 3, drills the three-pointer. Robinson's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
They get it back, kicks it out to James. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Oh, nice body control there from James to get that shot off while taking the contact.
And after years of disappointment, the Pistons, Tim, finally seem to have put it together.
And I think the key for them has been blending in the right amount of veteran leadership with their emerging young players. And I'll tell you what, this team still has a lot more upside.
Here's Reed, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's James. Second shot opportunity. Lets the 3 fly. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, despite this lead, he hasn't found the sweet spot yet. It's been mostly sour action.
And that one drops for him.
They've got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Here's James, and James throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And a different look here for the Pistons. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Paul Reed. Harris comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Thompson, he's checked in for Robinson. And Ivy subbed in for LeVert. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
J.B. Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, "You're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there."
Thank you once again, Allie. Cunningham for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Embiid the screen. From deep, James. Duren pulls it down.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
James outside. Embiid sets the pick for James. Down he goes for 3. As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit, who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Well, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure. And one thing when a team underperforms, like Philly did last season, Tim, they often bounce back.
Well, it always comes down to health, Kevin. If they have that, it feels like the East is wide open. They are going to have a chance to make some noise. And you know what you got to respect about a guy like Harris? He has been in a lot of different uniforms over the course of his career, but he's been productive everywhere he's been.
The 76ers leading by 10. James. Here's McCain. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Well, he's not the biggest guy, but McCain certainly plays tough inside.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Cunningham against James. Jacks up a 3. Not gonna go. 76ers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9.
And look at the momentum Simmons gets on the drive, and he turns it into a huge slam.
They trail by 14. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 14-5 run. James fires. The putback. Simmons. Strong move off the glass.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the 76ers.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
The craftiness on his finish helped Thompson grab the whistle on that play.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Holland, he's checked in for Duran. Caldwell Pope comes in for Tobias Harris. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Ivy. And it's LeVert in for Cunningham. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Oubre comes in for Simmons. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Edgecombe. And Seraf's subbed in for Jared McCain. Yeah, that goes in. Here's James. Shoots the 3. It misses. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Oubre with the steal. Robinson against James.
And what you love about Bronny James is his defense-first mindset. Whether he's at the point of attack or playing off the ball, he's a disruptor.
That free throw missing. No good on the second free throw. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Joel, we've heard critics in the past question your level of conditioning. How do you answer those critics?
You know, I'm just going to keep on doing what I've been doing this year, and I've been healthy, and I haven't been injured, and I'm going to...
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.